What's happening, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over rakeandprofit.com, and today I want to give an update in 2025. We're in Q4 of the types of items that I'm flipping in my business and what I'm doing. So I have a lot of videos on my channel, and sometimes people come across videos from 2021, 2022, and I just gotten a question asking, Steve, can you give an update with your Amazon business? What are you selling? What are you doing? So that's exactly what I want to do in this video as I take a nice walk on a cold, brisk day. You can see I got the gloves on and everything, and just taking a little walk in the neighborhood. So let's break down, what am I doing in 2025? So for folks maybe who haven't been following me, I was thrifting, library sales, garage sales, flea markets from about 2015 to 2021 in my Amazon business. Before that, 2012, 13, 14, I was doing eBay. So from 2015 to 2021, it was mostly like the hustle and bustle thrifting. Long story short, got into a car accident in 2021 and decided that I wanted to find ways to be able to have inventory come to me without having to drive all around the state of Connecticut. And then that's when I discovered a model called eBay to Amazon flipping. So I'm not selling on eBay. I'm actually buying inventory on eBay and flipping it on Amazon FBA. So that's what I've been doing for going on almost 5 years now. When I first started that, my first full year in 2022, because I started messing with it in 2021, I did about 300,000 in sales, and that was mostly all DVDs. So I was doing 100% like books and DVDs from eBay to Amazon, brand new sealed DVDs and used books. Then in 2023, I'm not sure what I did in sales. I think I might've done like 400 or 500K. And I started to expand out into other categories, toys, games, different things. But DVDs and books were still the heart and core of my business. Then 2024, I think I did $707,000 in sales for the year. And that's when I really started to expand into other categories. So 100% eBay to Amazon flipping, but I wasn't just relying on like DVDs and stuff. I was picking electronics, home improvement items, office supplies. I really love office supplies. Also doing, again, like DVDs, toys, board games, just a whole bunch of different items, okay? And now in 2025, it's pretty much just an extension of 2024. I'm just really going deep on my replens. So 80 to 90% of the items that I am now selling on Amazon, these are items that I've sold multiple times in the past. DVDs, electronics, home improvement, board games, office supplies, pretty much anything and everything that you can flip and sell on Amazon. If it has an ASIN, I will go after it. But the thing is, when you're doing eBay to Amazon, you want to make sure that you're flying under the radar, right? Similar to like if you're going to thrift stores and garage sales and library sales, if you're selling on Amazon, you don't have those legitimate invoices. So you need to make sure to be careful in terms of the products that you're going after. So I'm going after items that maybe only sell 3 to 10 times a month. The brand's not on the listing. There's no sharp declines on Keepa. Like, you're not gonna see 12 people on the listing and then boom, there's only one person on the listing. I'm making sure to use IP alert. I'm not selling products that have a high likelihood of getting a counterfeit, right? Like DVDs under 10,000 rank that maybe there's like somebody selling it on eBay and they have like 20 or 30 available for sale and it's selling 80 times a month. I don't mess around with stuff like that. And if you do thrifting and stuff, I highly recommend not doing that as well. So I'm sourcing all my inventory with a tool that I built called Replin Catcher. Built it for about a year and a half, and I released it a little over a year ago. So that's how I'm sourcing all of my inventory. I don't have stuff shipped to my house anymore. I use a prep center out of Ohio called Little Owl Prep. So for the first 3 years or so, 3.5 years, I would buy everything on eBay, and then those items would get shipped to my house. They would end up on my doorstep, and then I would, list it and ship it and package it up with GoToLister and ship it to Amazon FBA. So I pretty much do the same exact thing, but now I don't have the inventory coming to my house. It goes to the prep center, they receive it, and then they ship it out on my behalf. So they have user permissions on Amazon. Now, today, 2025, I have a team of 5 virtual assistants. I have 2 full-time virtual assistants who do all my sourcing for me with Replin Catcher. So they buy everything on eBay for me. We have a little system that we built out with a tool called the E2A Mastersheet that integrates with eBay. So every time my team buys an item, it gets pulled into the sheet. So we have like a budget of what they can spend. They fill in all the information, the ASIN, it pulls in the tracking number. We can track it, make sure the item was delivered from eBay to the prep center. Our average ROI is over 60%, and our average profit per flip is over $35 per flip. Our average selling price flipping from eBay to Amazon over the last 12 months is over $100. So typically we're spending anywhere from $30 to $50 on an item, and we're flipping it for $90, $100, $120, $130. So if you take the total amount of gross sales that you've sold and you divide it by how many items you sold, that's your average selling price. So my average selling price is over $100. So that's probably one of the biggest changes that I've made in my business over the last 5 years, is not only moving from thrifting and all that to eBay to Amazon, but getting a higher and higher average selling price over time. And how do you do that? You do that by learning about items that sell really well, building your replens list, experimenting with different products. It takes time to obviously build your replens list. Now there's ways that you can do that by storefront stalking other sellers, and actually Keepa just launched a new feature where you can actually find any storefront and you can go back, pretty much for the lifetime of that seller store, and you could pretty much steal all their products, and you can figure out like what products are really doing really well. If there's a button called historical data. So if you go into Keep a Product Finder under a seller store name, you can pretty much just steal all their products, but it obviously takes work. You have to upload all those items to Replen Catcher or manually track them or source them. But yeah, to get back on track, that's pretty much it. I sell all different types of products. 99% of the items I flip are brand new sealed. So brand new sealed DVDs, brand new sealed office supplies, brand new sealed board games, toys, so on and so forth. Now for books, to be honest, I don't flip a ton of books anymore from eBay to Amazon, just because I'm going after higher ticket items that sell fast. I love books, but the thing with books is a lot of times they take a long time to sell. My average time for an item to sell is, well, I'll put it this way. My sell-through rate so far in 2024 is over 69%. So 69% of my inventory is turning every single month. So pretty much it takes about a month and a half for all my inventory to turn over. So even though I'm going after stuff that appears to be slow selling, 3 to 10 sales per month, there's very little competition. A lot of the stuff I'm going after is discontinued. People don't think it's good. It's not sexy. Like, I'm flying under the radar. And when you go after products that are slow selling, but there's not much competition, but there's still demand, 1 to 3 to 5 to 7 sales a month, and there's only one person on it, when somebody wants to come and buy it, you're going to be that next sale, and it's going to sell very, very quick. So yeah, I mean, that's just a little, I guess, a simple oversight of my business, what I'm up to. I'm doing eBay to Amazon now, high ticket flipping, mostly new, prep center, a Replen Catcher for sourcing, a team of 5 virtual assistants, 2 sourcers, 1 person who reprices, 1 person who does all my back end stuff, high pricing, air sharing, inventory, and then a bookkeeper. So yeah, I love this business because I'm able to have my money work for me. I know it sounds like a early 2000s late night Tony Robbins infomercial, right? I'm only working 1 to 2 hours per week, but I actually am. There's sometimes a month will go by and I don't put in any work because my team is incredible. I'm working with my virtual assistants almost 5 years now. I've got a prep center, so I don't have to touch the products. I don't have to list the products. I don't have to ship the products. They do all of it. I have a software that finds all the deals for me, Replen Catcher. And pretty much, I just have my money working for me. So I don't want it to sound like this is a plug and play system and you're gonna be able to just do this and anybody can do it. The reality is it takes time to build your replens list. You've got to learn, you've got to build a system, you've got to build your capital, but anybody could do eBay to Amazon, even with a couple $100. It's just going to take longer to scale. In 2025, on average, we're spending about $30,000 per month. In the last month and a half, almost 2 months, we've been averaging over $64,000 that we're spending per month in the business. Now, it's not like every month I'm putting an additional 30 in. It's just rolling because it sells, you get paid, and then it rolls and it rolls. So, it's not like I'm having to invest $300,000 into inventory. Like I am, but it's, you get your payouts every 2 weeks. So it's not like, you have to be a millionaire to be able to do this, but it takes more capital, right? It's a different game, thrifting versus any form of online arbitrage, wholesale, so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm going to be doing over 6 figures in profit this year, working only a couple hours per week, just having my money working for me. And this is what I've been doing the last 5 years. It's not sexy. A lot of people, they're not interested in it because it's different, right? There's certainly more risk. I guess it's not as fun as thrifting and garage sales, but for me, I love thrifting and hitting garage sales, but I want to make money and I want to do it in the least amount of time as possible so I could spend time losing weight, right? Building my fitness, spending time with my friends and family, traveling, building up different investments, real estate, index funds, crypto, my software companies, my membership sites, educating people, YouTube videos. I don't want to be in the thrift store all day long. So this is why I did it. Not for everybody, but that's a little breakdown of my business. Hope you guys are doing well. If you have any more questions about this, drop a comment down below. I'm an open book, happy to help you out. And yeah, join my free Facebook group. It's the eBay to Amazon Masterclass Facebook group. So if you're interested in this, I'm posting in this group like almost every day. It used to be a paid group, but I opened it up free about 6 months ago because I just want to interact, engage, help people. So join the group if you have any questions. You could always tag me in that group at Steve Rakin. But with that being said, guys, much love. See you in the next one.